Hi, YouTube. Hello. Welcome to my live. Well, my name is Lonnie, and this is my live for the day. I am so excited. It's been such a long time since I've been live on here, and I promise I will be doing this way more often because you know what? I like hanging out with you and talking to you about all the cool things that I found on Amazon this week. So let's just jump right into some of the cool things that I found. First, I did a video. I did a video this week talking about true botanical products. And by the way, if you are here and you want to leave a comment, I would love to hear what you have to say. Do you have any questions? Do you want to talk about tattoos? Do you want to talk about age? Do you want to talk about clothing? Do you want to talk about puppies? I say puppies because I've got my ginormous puppy right over there, who, by the way, as soon as I walked away to go grab something, she decided to help herself to some of my coffee, which I got to tell you, I don't know if any of you have a pit bull out there, but she is my second pit bull, third pit bull I've had. And they are full of curiosity. They are full of energy. They are full of mischief. And I absolutely love everything about her. So, anyway, um, True Botanicals. I did a review of some True Botanical pits are the best. Oh my God, Peach, yes. And it just makes me so incredibly sad. I don't know. I'll watch TikToks and I'll see like um, Ginny. Yes, yes, they are. I see sometimes on TikToks because I'm on TikTok all the time. Um, like how mean people can be to animals, and it absolutely breaks my heart. I got to tell you, I can watch TikTok all day long, and I'll just be like, scroll, scroll, scroll. I'll see an animal that has been mistreated or gets saved, and I'll start crying. That is the only thing that makes me cry is animals, and whether they're being saved or rehabilitated or whatever. I mean, I am a complete baby when it comes to animals. So, anyway, oh, and by the way, I'm going to give you a little PSA since we're talking about animals. Did you know that grapes are poisonous to dogs? And don't argue with me. Don't tell me my dog eats grapes all the time and nothing bad's ever happened to my dog. Grapes are poisonous to your animals. I did not know this. I'm 58 years old and I just found out grapes are poisonous to animals. And I gave Indy half a grape and I was thinking, I'm like, maybe I shouldn't do this. And I Googled it. I found out how dangerous they were. I called my vet. They're like, oh my gosh, get her into an emergency hospital right away. So, needless to say, she's fine. But anytime that I go live now, I try to spread the awareness to not feed your dogs grapes or raisins. So, getting back to the main subject, of our live today, I'm going to show you some stuff that I got off of Amazon this week. I did a product review of True Botanical products. Now, I'm not going to lie to you. You know what? Facial products, makeup, skincare, they can be expensive. All right. And it's ridiculously expensive. I mean, everything is expensive these days. So I get how it's hard to spend a whole lot of money on face products, especially if they're not going to work or, they're not worth it because we are bombarded daily on products for women to try to magically make us younger, which I think is baloney. All right. I'm going to tell you right now, I don't do any skincare, any makeup, any product review on anything that's going to make me look younger because I'm not going to be younger. I'm never going to be younger than 58 years old. So I don't try to look young. I just want to look like the best me I can be. So when I run across products like this and they say like, "Oh, this is going to take years off your life or years off your skin," I'm like, "No, it's not. You know what? It might make my skin look more moisturized. It might, minimize my fine lines and wrinkles, but it's not going to make me younger. So stop telling me that." So anyway, that's my rant. And it's coming back to this True Botanical product. Now, this product is like $48. And you know what? You're like, well, that's kind of not cheap. And you know what? It's not, but it works really well. And what this is the turmeric ginger cleansing balm. I love this stuff. It is like washing your face with a melted candle, and it comes with this cute little little wooden spoon. And what you do is you take the product out. I'm not going to do it because I don't want to waste it, because you know what, it's like I said, this stuff's not cheap. But you just scoop it out with your little paddle, you put it on your hand, and then what you do is you have the product in your hand and you warm it up, and then you put it all over your face. Now, it takes off your makeup, it cleanses your skin, but it doesn't dry it out. If you're going to buy anything off of that video that I did, any of the True Botanical products, I would probably recommend this one the most. Now, I don't have any of the items I'm showing you tagged down below yet. I really wasn't sure what all I was going to talk about or what all I wanted to share with you today. So after we're done live, I will go back in and I'll tag everything that we're talking about, because like I said, I wanted this to be organic, and I wanted this to be more where we have a conversation about stuff, and what comes up comes up. And I didn't want it to be like a commercial, you know. I didn't want it to be like, hey, I'm going to tell you a bunch of stuff and then you're going to go buy it, because that's not really what I'm all about. I am probably one of the worst influencers ever, because rarely, I won't say never, but I rarely do product promotions, because I feel like I'm not going to promote something unless I really like it. And then I'm all like, you know what? I don't need them. I can do it on my own. And that's the beautiful thing about social media. It's like you can make whatever universe you want to out of your platform. And I'm very protective over my platform. So anyway, Indy, do you want to say hi? Come here. Come here. Say hi. So I'm sure if you've seen any of my videos, you've seen my lovely puppy. But here's Indy. And she has this thing where she has a thing where she loves she has her own socks, all right? And I call them her friendship socks, because she loves to show me her socks. And then not only does she like to show them to me, but she likes to rub them in my face. So this is Indy. Her full name is Independence. And she now has her toy and her sock in her mouth. And I feel like I'm like fighting off some Jurassic animal, but she is literally the sweetest dog you're ever going to want to meet in your life. Okay, go sit down. This is not about you. All right, so another product I'm going to tell you about is the Mad Rabbit products. All right, I use this replenishing Mad Rabbit lotion. And what this is, now, I have done some work with Mad Rabbit in the past. This is not a pre-promotion by them. They're not telling me to tell you anything, but I really do like the company, and it says a lot. I've met them. I've worked with them, and they're just a really cool little company that really does care about the tattooed community. And they care about the tattoo community because they're making a product to make money, but they're really taking the whole like vibe of a tattoo community that's going to have tattoos for a really long time, and they're developing a product that is going to help with that. And one of the things that I use a lot is their replenishing lotion. I also really like their sunscreen, and then their again, see what, I'm a horrible influencer. I can never remember the stuff I'm trying to tell you that y'all should buy. Their soothing gel. That's it. All right. Their soothing gel. Let me tell you a little story about their soothing gel. I got my hand tattoo. I got this one done a couple of years ago. All right. It's a fine line black and gray hand tattoo. Did it hurt? It didn't feel great, but it wasn't horrible. So this is a black and gray fine line hand tattoo. So it's basically outlined with a little shading. It swelled a little bit and it healed quickly. Then you fast forward like a year and a half, and I get this one. Now, this is a game changer. This one was nothing like this one. This one was heavy with color. I have all of the outline and then just color on color on color. I tell you, I sat there and I watched Brian. Brian Dell was the artist. I watched him, outline, and I'm like, oh, this hurts. Then I watched him add the first layer of color. I'm like, ooh, that hurts. And then, he started in with the shading, and I'm like, ooh, it hurt. All right. This tattoo hurt. And not only did it hurt, but it swelled. So if you're out there and you're thinking about getting a hand tattoo, I'm going to tell you right now, make sure you take off all your jewelry. I thankfully took off my thumb rings before I went in for my appointment, just on a kind of hindsight. And I probably would have had, I know I would have had to have cut them off had I have not taken them off. So here I said, it hurt. The next day, my hand is like a football, and I'm healing it the old fashioned way. Okay, I'm using Dove fragrance free soap. I'm using fragrance free lotion. And I'm like, yeah, this still hurts. This still hurts. Why is this still hurting? So I used the Mad Rabbit soothing gel that they had sent me. And it actually took like the heat away from my tattoo. It didn't take the swelling away and it didn't really take the pain away, but it no longer felt hot. It felt soothed. So if you're looking for a product to use after you get a tattoo and you kind of just want to just kind of give it that like feel, I really did like that product. Excuse me. And I will tag that one on the video once we are done. Because, like I said, we're going to do this organically. We're going to just talk about life. And as products come on, I'm going to tell you about them. And then that's what I'm going to tag. All right. So, where are we going next? Let's talk about, you know what I get hit up on a lot? Is sunscreen. And I get told a lot, and I absolutely 100% agree, that you need a good sunscreen for your face. And this one is what I use. I don't think I've mentioned it in any of my videos, but I definitely will. But I use this PCA Hydrator Plus Broad Spectrum SPF 30 sunscreen. And I use this on top of my moisturizer. So my daily moisturizing routine is I use the True Botanicals Chubella Active Immunity Serum. I just drop on a couple of little drops on that. I blend it in, and this is a really nice lightweight serum. So I'll tag that. Then for a daily moisturizer, I really like the Murad Hydration Nutrient Charged Water Gel. So I put that on top of my serum. Lightweight, love this stuff. This is a great daytime moisturizer. Then, yes, I use the sunscreen on top of that. Super important. Now, I grew up in San Diego, in a small little town called Encinitas, which was right on the beach. And the way that we used to tan back in the 70s was we would sit outside and basically bake ourselves with baby oil. You know what? There was no sunscreen. Sunscreen was something that somebody else wore because we sure as heck didn't. We wanted to have just that maximum tan. And I have to tell you, I remember I would go to the beach for hours with baby oil and just sit there and bake, and my face would just be like, "Ah!" And it was like there was nobody there. There was not one adult saying, like, maybe you shouldn't have done that. No, because in the 70s, I don't know how old you all are, but in the 70s, parental supervision was not really a thing. And so I did so much damage to my skin. And when I was younger, that when I was older, I was like, you know what? Damage is already done. Why should I wear sunscreen? And then it really dawned on me, and I really started thinking, I'm like, no, that's not really the case, Lonnie. You need to still be active with your sunscreen. And so I do put this on daily. Now, getting back to your skin and your daycare routine, what I like to do is I have noticed because you know what, I do have a past life. I don't know if you all know this or not, but I'm sober now. I had an addiction to alcohol, gambling, and smoking, and I smoked for many years. And when I finally quit smoking, I had a lot of fine lines and wrinkles around my mouth. Because you know what, I wasn't a healthy person. My skin wasn't healthy, my body wasn't healthy, and my face definitely showed that. So I was like, "Oh, that's kind of a bummer. You know what? I'm sober now and I actually care about myself. And look, I've got all these dried out skin, all these fine lines, all these wrinkles. And I really have taken a very active stance in trying to repair the damage that I've done. And it can happen. I mean, my skin is so much healthier now than it was when I quit drinking and quit smoking. So, gosh, where am I going with this? Oh, so what I'm saying is that if you have past damage, if you have skin that you're looking at it, you're like, you know what? It's helpless. There's nothing I can do about it. It's not the case. And that's what's really sad. And that's what really sometimes just kind of gets me. It's like sometimes when we're trying to make these major changes in our lives, we forget that things can be undone, things can be repaired, and a lot of my health has gotten much better since becoming sober. And one of the things that has gotten better is my skin. So anyway, yes, I damaged my skin horribly when I was younger. I did not take care of my skin when I was an adult, but since I've hit 50, I've really taken really good care of my skin and it has bounced back. And I think the most important thing in any beauty routine is going to be a healthy diet and a lot of water. And water is extremely important, not only for your body, but for your skin. And I don't know if you notice this or not. I don't do this very much on my videos, but I'm constantly rubbing my head. And ever since I buzzed my hair, this is kind of like my security blanket because I just absolutely, absolutely love my buzzed hair. And you'd be surprised how many comments I get. That's probably nobody really talks about my tattoos anymore. They're talking about my buzzed hair and all of the opinions about whether or not it makes me look younger or older. And to tell you the truth, regardless one way or the other, um, whether it makes me look younger or older, I don't care. It makes me feel more confident. And that's truthfully what matters at the end of the day is how I feel about myself when I look in the mirror. So if you're out there and you're thinking about maybe changing your looks dramatically, but you're not too sure what other people are going to say, just remember what really matters is you. I mean, if you like it, that is ultimately the most important. And sometimes we make these changes to ourselves that are really dramatic and it makes people uncomfortable. And as far as I'm concerned, every time I make somebody feel uncomfortable, I kind of did a good job. So, because I'm here to make people think. All right, I'm going to show you something else I bought. Talking about hair. So I needed new shampoo. I ran out of the shampoo that I had when I actually had longer hair. So I went to order new shampoo and I'm like, okay, Lonnie, well, which one are you going to order? You know, you barely have any hair and you buzz it every Monday. So you no longer need that expensive shampoo to make your hair soft. You no longer need that expensive shampoo to make your hair curly. You no longer need this and you no longer need that. So I'm like, wow, you know what? I never thought of this. This is pretty cool. So I went looking on Amazon and I wanted to do something environmentally friendly. Believe it or not, me, I am a friend of the environment. And I decided to get a little bar of shampoo soap because I thought, you know what? Why not? I'm going to keep plastic out of the landfills. I'm going to clean my hair and protect the environment all at the same time. So I did a little research and I found this bar of shampoo. And it came in this really cool, like little origami kind of wrapping, which, environmentally and friendly. This is going to go get recycled. And then this is the shampoo. And I did a lot of research and I read a lot of their reviews, and a lot of them were like, you know what? It doesn't get sudsy. There's no bubbles. And I'm like, I have to have bubbles. If nothing else, I want my shampoo to feel like shampoo. So I used it, and it definitely got my hair clean. It definitely shampooed, and it definitely has a fragrance. And I'm not saying it's good, bad, or indifferent. It's definitely a perfumey smell. Now, if I had to kind of associate a smell that goes along with this, I would say this reminds me of my grandma. And I'm not going to say like an old grandma smell, because you know how sometimes people are like, well, she smells like my grandma. No, this reminds me of my grandma always had a drawer of like perfumes, and it reminds me of kind of like a woodsy kind of perfumey smell. And it's vegan, so it's animal cruelty free, and I like it. I'm going to stick with a bar of shampoo just because, like I said, I don't have any hair. So I think that this is a plus side for me having my hair buzzed. Now, another thing I want to share with you is I like my gray hair. You know what? I get a lot of comments on my gray hair too. People love to just tell me, things about my look. And I love my gray hair, but the only thing that I sometimes don't really care for with my gray hair is when like the lighter gray right here can get kind of a yellow tint. So what I do is I use purple products. I mean, my soap isn't purple, so what I'm going to be doing is Sunbum has this purple tone enhancer. And this was developed for blonde hair. See, it says right there, blonde. And what it does is it takes that yellow kind of tinge away. So in the mornings after I get out and I take 2 seconds to dry my hair, because that's all that it takes to do my hair, is you just sit there and you just spray some on. It smells good. Oh, goodness gracious. This is not for you. And that keeps the yellow it keeps the white part of my gray not dingy and yellow. And Indy absolutely loves makeup. My dog will sit here and watch me do my makeup all day long. Sit, 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 because what she wants me to put some makeup on her. Set. So what I do is I take my little makeup brush and I take my makeup. I pretend to put makeup on, and then no, I have to put some on her. So yes. Yes, I mean, Nicole, so many great finds. So anyway, every morning Indy will sit here and watch. You cannot eat my little stick. She will sit here and watch me put on my makeup in hopes that I put some on her. That is my life, and I am not complaining. So no, Indy, you cannot eat that, and you have to go. Boop, boop. You have to go. All right, I want to show you. Oh, now here's a. Seriously, are you just going to sit there? Okay, I was looking. That is her foot on my lap. Because yes, Indy is glam as well. Absolutely, she is. She is such a girly girl. I have to tell you, if you've been watching me for a while and you've followed my journey, I had a pit bull named Liberty before Indy, and she passed away suddenly. I mean, it was like she was fine in the morning, and in the evening she was gone, and she was 13. And I never ever thought that I was going to be able to replace my friend. I never thought that I would find a companion that gave me as much unconditional love as Liberty did. And Indy absolutely has given me her own version of her own love. And can you please not do that on camera? You don't have to sit there. And she absolutely is 100% a great companion. So she just got spayed. So she got her stitches out. She got her stitches out yesterday. So we're back to going for long walks and all that good stuff. All right. No, you cannot do this. All right. So now another thing that I found that I wanted to talk to you about is, and I actually found this when I was searching men's products, and I came across this toothpaste. This is called Marvis Whitening Mint. All right. And I'm like, why is it being marketed to men? I mean, I want white teeth too. So I bought it and I really like it. Now, there's a couple of things about this one. It only takes a little bit. So sometimes with toothpaste, and it just like with shampoo, just like with everything else, I want to feel good while I'm using the product. And I don't like toothpaste where you put it on the toothpaste and you brush, 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 and it doesn't feel like you have toothpaste. I want to feel toothpaste. And this actually is a really nice toothpaste. It makes my mouth feel clean, which I want. It has a good minty taste, which I want. This is manufactured in Italy. So if you are in the United States and you get some, just be prepared that there's no little like protectant sealant here. Because I read the reviews on Amazon and it was quite the controversy. People were like, there's no protector thing. So there's no protector thing. But I will tell you, I got it from Amazon. The packaging was very professional. I did not feel weird about it not having that seal. Another thing that I read on the reviews was that a lot of people were like, "Oh, well, I got this and half the tube was gone." Nope, it was completely full, completely good. Now, a lot of the reviews talked about how it whitened their teeth. And that's one of the reasons I got it. It's because I like to have white teeth. That's just my gig. And I got this. I have been using it, but I have not been using it long enough to tell you my opinion on whether I think it's going to whiten my teeth or not. Because again, just like I said at the beginning of the video, I'm not going to tell you something that just isn't true. It's just not the right thing to do. So I'm going to use this for a couple of weeks. And then in a couple of weeks, when I come back live, I will give you my opinion about the whitening. As far as I'm concerned right now, it's a good toothpaste with a minty taste. Whether or not it's really going to whiten my teeth, we're going to have to wait on that one. Then I want to tell you the last thing I'm going to show you is I am wearing false eyelashes. Now, if you follow my channel, which if you don't follow my channel, I'm on a makeup journey. I am on a makeup journey over 50. I have found that okay, so I'm just going to tell you, I found that my makeup was fading away. I am one of the most colorful people you're ever going to want to meet. I mean, I wear bright colored clothes. I have all sorts of tattoos. I shaved or buzzed my hair. I got myself a nose ring. And everything was bright and everything was bold and everything was like, wow, you know what? I'm here until I came to my makeup. My makeup was fading away because I was under this impression, and society tells us over and over again that women over 50 are supposed to be blah. And for some reason, I was thinking with my gray hair, and especially when I buzzed it, that my makeup needed to kind of dull down a little bit. And I got really sad. I saw a picture of myself. I did a TikTok and I looked at it. I'm like, I looked really tired. I looked kind of just washed out. So then I'm like, no, I'm not going to do that. I'm going to go on a makeup journey. Hi. I am going to I'm going to brighten up my makeup and I'm going to do whatever I want. If I want to wear a bright, bold lip, I'm going to wear a bright, bold lip. If I want to wear smoky eye makeup, I'm going to wear smoky eye makeup. It doesn't matter. If I want to do it, I'm going to do it. So part of my makeup journey has been false eyelashes. And I was super scared to wear false eyelashes because it a lot of them require, she's over here trying to find something to chew on because a lot of them require glue. All right. And I was under the impression that I was probably going to glue my eye shut because if anybody's going to glue their eye shut, it would have been me. That's just the story of my life. I got to tell you, I get myself into more misadventures than anybody I know. So I'm like, okay, Lonnie, you're going to get false eyelashes. You're going to try to do a video and you're going to glue your eye shut. So then what are you going to do? So I did a little bit more research and I found these magnetic eyelashes. Hey, Lonnie, your doggy is so sweet and I love your lashes. Oh, thank you, Stacy. Okay, this is not about you. I know I love you very much, but you go right now. You go find something to chew on. Come on. Go. Go. Okay, you're making this live a little awkward. So, okay, so then I found those. Don't you start fighting with me. Ugh, hold on here. Okay, so I found those magnetic lashes, and they are extremely easy to use. Again, the whole makeup journey that I'm going to be going on, I am going to base it on if I can do it, so can you. And I'm telling you right now that I have zero makeup skills, and if I can do it, so can you. So, in this case of magnetic lashes, you get all of these. All right. Do you approve of those? Is that okay? So the lashes that I have on right now are these. So you can go from like really thick, like lashes, or you could get a little bit of a thinner ones. You know what? Truthfully, I mean, I might, if I'm like doing a really big, bold look, I might do more of the heavier lashes. But can you take your toy and go? Thank you. Go on. Go chew on that. Okay, go chew on that somewhere else. I'm so glad you don't conform to societal standards. You've inspired me. You've inspired you to be yourselves. I love your authenticity. Thank you. Yes. You know what? And that's just the whole thing is I am, oops, said before editing. I get what you're saying. So thank you so much for your comment. And yeah, you know what? I'm not going to buckle to society. And that's just the whole thing. I already told you I'm sober now for 9 years. So, no, not 9 years. Yeah, 9 years. No, no, because I'm 58, 7 years. 7 years. Okay. I've been sober for a long time. And when I got sober, I was like, wow, this is so cool. I can start living life. I can start having fun. I can start doing this and I can start doing that. And all of a sudden, I was like, she just went and found another toy. And all of a sudden, I was like, society was like, no, we're sorry, honey. You missed that train. Um, thank you so much, Nicole. I do appreciate it. And society's like, no, I'm sorry. You're over 50. You know what? It's time that you start just kind of settling down over there. Pipe down. We'll tell you what to wear. Don't have any fun. And I'm like, oh, heck no. I did not just struggle my entire adult life to get sober for you to tell me that I have to act a certain way. And it is with that fire and it is with that determination that really drives my platform in order to just be like, hey, you know what? You don't have to do anything at any certain age. You can be as amazing as you want to be. So, anyway, getting back to my lashes, they have these lashes and I'm wearing these. Now it comes with also too a little travel pack, which I thought was really cool because the travel pack in itself has a little thing of liner and some little lashes. So if you go on vacation and you want to have lashes on your vacation, you can go on your vacation. And what it is it's really super easy. You just put on your eyeliner and then I'm ignoring you. You put on your eyeliner and then it has this little liner. So I put this right over my regular eyeliner. Just And then did you like that sound effect? It was like you were there, just right over the top. And then you let it dry. So usually what I do is I'll put this on and then I'll go and I'll do my brows. And then once this is dry, you just use your little applicator. We have to show them the applicator. This little, and then you put them on and then you squeeze them on there and you have false lashes, and it's really super cool. And they give you like a little scissor here just in case you have to make them a little bit smaller, because ideally for your false lashes you want them to be on your eye about 3/4 of your eye. When I first started this journey, I thought you had to have them completely over your eyelid, and you don't. You just have to have like like 3/4 of your eye, the lash on your eye. So I think that one is really cool. So I think that's it. I think that that's all I'm going to show you today. I don't want to bombard you too much with too many products, but I got to tell you, I really enjoyed our time together. This is something that I'm going to be doing every Saturday now. Whether or not I come on here and I show you things that I have bought, or whether or not I just come on here and we just talk about life, I will be live every Saturday now on YouTube, because I absolutely love connecting with you on a more personal basis, because a lot of times when I'm doing a video, it's me telling you what I want to tell you. And then you have comments and it's really nice. I love your comments. But this way we can actually like almost have a conversation. And I really like that. So Indy and I are going to go. We got a little bit more we have to do. And then we are going to, what do you want to do today? Did you want to go for a walk? No, you cannot eat my stuff. So we are going to go. It's going to be a beautiful day here in California. So I think I'm going to go sit outside with her. See you next Saturday. Hope you enjoy your weekend. Thank you, Nicole. You too. So we're going to go outside. I'm going to try to get her out there and get her a little bit of exercise. Thank you so much for joining. Thank you so much for being a part of my channel. And I will see you all next Saturday. Bye, everyone.